Oh my gosh, I cannot believe this. This looks insanely different from 6 months ago. Just wow. Can we finally see the bottom of the car market? All this madness that we've been experiencing for the last 12 to 18 months with soaring high car prices, record low shortages on new car inventory, and crazy prices even for used vehicles. I think the end is finally here, and there's no way that car dealerships will survive this or come out unscathed, and something that most people are not talking about. Now, last week, an analyst from UBS and an expert on the automotive industry by the name of Patrick Hamill finally rang the alarm and the bell to let everybody know that in the next 3 to 6 months, we are going to see an oversupply in the vehicle market, which is crazy. We haven't heard this in a really long time. And this is not just for used cars, but it's for new cars as well. So in this video, we're going to go over exactly why that is true and what the heck is going on in this market and why nobody is talking about this. But what this means for you is that in Q1 of 2023, that is going to be your moment to shine and to purchase cars with no markups and deals below markups. Believe it or not, this is already happening as sales take a record dip from dealerships. So let's dive into it. Now, a lot of people keep talking about how the automotive market, the car market, is still short of supply, and especially new cars. And I'm going to drive you guys around my local auto plaza with every brand, and it is staggering to see how many dealerships have completely packed parking lots with new vehicles. So not just used and not trade-ins or random brands sitting on their lot, but they have tons of new vehicles. And that's because with the real-time data, we're actually seeing the market slow significantly and sales really coming to a halt because it's getting so hard to purchase vehicles and they've been so overpriced. So let's go take a look. You can even see new cars being delivered brand new with lots already super full with brand new vehicles not moving as fast as they used to. It's incredible to see the amount of inventory. I mean, if we were here just 6 months ago, this was all absolutely empty. And you can just see here, every lot for every dealership is just absolutely packed. You're not seeing those empty lots anymore. Every lot is packed, and it's not just with new cars. These are actually all the new, like the sign says, Alfa Romeos. These are actually a lot of new cars coming in, and it is insane. I mean, even the Lamborghini dealership is pretty packed with Lamborghinis. You can see the same over at Hyundai. Mazda packed as well. Jeep, Chrysler. Everyone's sitting on tons of inventory. Now, based on all of my research and actually getting the chance to speak to industry experts, I found out that there are 4 main reasons that are attributing to the industry moving into oversupply in the next 3 to 6 months, and it's absolutely wild. Now, number 1, we all know that the Fed has been increasing interest rates. So what that means is when you borrow money, the cost of borrowing that money has gone significantly up. And the Fed has been doing this to help bring inflation down, because cost of goods and services has skyrocketed, making it very difficult for everyday people to afford their necessities that they need. Now, I had the chance to talk to a few finance managers that work at some major dealerships that I've befriended over the years, and they have all consistently reported that many of the lenders that they work with are really pulling back and tightening up business, meaning they are increasing interest rates for consumers. They aren't approving as many loans as they used to, and they're really pulling back on the loan to value of a contract that they signed. So all of these things are really pushing the automotive industry into a downward trend of sales slowing down and also profitability going down as well. Now, the second thing is that with the increase in interest rates, it is making it very expensive for the consumer to own a vehicle. In fact, KBB just announced that September hit a another all-time record high of car payments at a whopping $738, which is absolutely insane, making it very difficult for people to afford vehicles. So that means they stop buying, inventory ends up piling up and sitting on dealership lots, again, driving us into oversupply. Now, the third thing that is happening and happening quickly is production, right? So in the last 12 to 18 months, with the crazy shortages, the semiconductor shortages, and so many people demanding vehicles, all the major manufacturers went into overdrive for production and are trying to produce vehicles as fast as they could to meet demand. However, our macroeconomic landscape has completely changed. We're in a recession, the Fed is raising interest rates, and affordability is becoming very difficult for consumers. Everything has become so expensive. But unfortunately, production doesn't resemble what is happening in the real-time economy and with the real-time consumer. So while manufacturers are continuing to pump out vehicles, produce, the consumer is pulling back, taking a step back, and buying that new car is now getting crossed off their list. This is also what is driving the industry into oversupply. So as manufacturers take time to assimilate to the new changes in the economy, it's going to create a better buying landscape for the consumer like you and I, because it'll put the industry in oversupply, meaning we can negotiate deals and get much better deals on these new cars. And the best part is no markups. Now, there are many brands that are already offering no markups, like GMC and Ford and so many others. I'm going to put a list down in the description below so that you can check out exactly those brands and what they're offering. Now that's what they're offering right now. So imagine what happens 3 to 6 months from now. And the final factor that is really attributing to the market moving into oversupply is repossession rates. Now, typically we see repossession rates somewhere around 2%, but we've seen in the last 6 months that double to 4% and more is coming. And so we've never seen such high repossessions rate. And a lot of this is attributed to the fact that people bought cars at way high values for extremely high car payments, and their affordability has really gone down due to inflation. Because everything else is so expensive, their money isn't going as far as it used to. And now that means with repossessions going up, there are more cars funneling back into the market, again contributing to the oversupply. So if you are an everyday consumer and you are looking to buy cars like I am, your best bet is to wait until the end of Q4 of 2022 at the earliest, if not Q1 of 2023. That is when we're really gonna see things ramp up. We're gonna see tons of options on cars, and we're gonna have major leverage to negotiate deals. And we are going to absolutely 100% see tons of deals popping up below MSRP and some killer discounts and promotions to take advantage of. So I'm going to put all the links down in the description below for everything that I've referenced, and I think that this is something that you want to pay attention to, and I'm going to continue bringing you guys all the updates. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button, and I'll talk to you guys down in the comment section below.